What's up, guys? You know what time it is. Another NBA overview. It is like 12 o'clock at night, and all the games are finally over, so I can cover them. Try to get it out at 8 o'clock in the morning because these videos have been coming out at horrible times, and I want to get them out so that they're relevant for you guys and you have them. So let's get into the news, and we only have one thing to talk about, that being the Raptors. They're playing without fans due to the thing I can't talk about. Now let's finally get into the game I've been wanting to talk about for almost a day now. The Denver Nuggets at the Philadelphia 76ers. Now we all know why we want to talk about this. The Sixers out with 9 players, and I believe 4 of their starters. Now this is about to sound super biased because the Sixers are my team. This game shouldn't have been played. Too many players out for the Sixers that this game was even close to fair. Like, we were on a roll. We had just come off a loss. Now we're coming up back-to-back losses. This team is already going to be messed up because we're missing players because of the thing I can't talk about and safety precautions and stuff like that. So why was this game played? I just don't understand it. Like, it did not need to be played. It could have been postponed. It did not need to be played. That was just completely selfish. I didn't see a reason for it to be played at all. Like, no matter what, we were destined to lose this game. Even though we came really close, and I was super impressed with Tyrese Maxey and the effort that he put on for us. And Isaiah Joe did a great job for the Sixers today. They lost that game 115-103. They are now 7-3. The Nuggets are 4-5. Paul Millsap had 9 points. Will Barton had 14. Jokic had 15. Jamal Murray had 14. And Gary Harris had 21. On the Sixers side, like I said, Tyrese Maxey, great game. He had 39 points. 39. So impressed with him. Obviously a career high. Isaiah Joe with 13. And Matthias with 12. Off the bench, Bradley had 11. We had 7 guys active. 7. And we came within 12 points. I'm so happy for this team. Even though this game shouldn't have been played. But it's just crazy. Why? Why did they play this game? Anyways, Nuggets are now 4-5. They win 115-103. Got 7 more games to cover. Let's get into it. Hawks at the Hornets. LaMelo Ball giving us the youngest triple-double ever. He's the youngest player ever to record one at 19 years old. He put up 22, 11, and 12 for the night. PJ Washington also had 22. Gordon Hayward had 13. Terry Rozier had 23 and a nasty dunk. And so did Martin. He had a nasty dunk. He gave us 15. LaMelo needs to be starting. Don't understand it. Give him the start, please. He's already playing 31 minutes a game. Just give it to him. Just give it to him over Devontae Graham. He's been playing like trash so far this season. He only scored 9 points. On the Hawks side, John Collins had 12. Hunter had 20. Trae Young had 15. Off the bench, Cam Reddish had 21. Kevin Huerter had 11. Cam Reddish needs to get consistent because I love Cam Reddish. Love the way he plays. He's from Philly. I met his brother, his parents, a couple times. He just needs to get consistent. He, like I said, had 21. Kevin Huerter 11. And Goodwin had 5. They lose that game, the Hawks, 105-113. They're 4-5. The Charlotte Hornets are now 5-5 and 500. Moving on to our third game of the night, the Phoenix Suns at the Indiana Pacers. Mikal Bridges with a career high 34 points. Jay Crowder had 10. Devin Booker 25. Chris Paul 15. Cam Johnson had 16. And Carter had 10. For the Indiana Pacers, Domantas Sabonis had 28. Malcolm Brogdon had 22. Doug McDermott had 12. And Drew Holiday had 17. Justin Holiday had 17. They lose that 125-117. The Phoenix Suns 7-3. The Indiana Pacers 6-3. Nothing really to say. They're both in good positions. The Phoenix Suns having a way better season due to them having Chris Paul and two stars. Well, a rising star in DeAndre Ayton and a star in Devin Booker. Going to move on to the fourth game of the night, the Heat at the Washington Wizards. The Wizards are just allergic to playing defense and allergic to winning because they lose this one, 124-128 to the Miami Heat, who had Kelly Olynyk score 18, Jimmy Butler had 26, Tyler Hero with 31, Duncan Robinson with 7, Andre Iguodala put up 3 off the bench, and Goran Dragic put up 21 off the bench. On the Washington Wizards side, Rui Hachimura had 17, Demi Avdija had 20, Robinson had 12, Neto had 6, Robin Lopez off the bench had 13, Matthews had 22, and Moritz Wagner had 13 off of the bench. They lose 128-124. They were without Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal, but they still can't guard a parked car. Moving on to the Cavaliers at the Milwaukee Bucks, who lose 90-100. The Cavs are now 5-5. The Bucks are 6-4, and Larry Nance Jr. 17. Andre Drummond had 26. Dotson had 21. And on the Bucks side, Chris Middleton had 27. Bobby Portis had 17. DiVincenzo of Delaware, always got to say it, had 11. And Drew Holiday had 15. DJ Wilson had 12 off the bench. They were without Giannis due to back problems, but they win 100-94. They're 6-4. The Cavaliers are 5-5. Moving on to the San Antonio Spurs at the Minnesota Timberwolves. Close game in overtime. Anthony Edwards, rookie mistake. He drives for the 2 and kicks out back for the 3, realizing they needed it. Rookie mistake, it happens. Welcome to the league, Anthony Edwards. On the Spurs side, DeMar DeRozan had 38. Great game for him. Johnson had 17. DeJounte Murray had 22 off the bench. Patty Mills had 21. On the Timberwolves side, they get Karl Anthony Towns back for his first game. He had 25. Even though he looked really hurt out there, he did look hurt, but he put up a solid effort with 25. D'Angelo Russell had 16. Malik Beasley had 29 off of the bench. Ricky Rubio with 6. Anthony Edwards with 13. And they lose in overtime, 125-122. Moving on to the Orlando Magic at the Dallas Mavericks. Aaron Gordon with 16. Nikola Vucevic with 30. Birch with 12 off the bench, and Terrence Ross with 11 off of the bench. On the Mavericks side, Kleber had 5. Tim Hardaway Jr. putting up a great effort. Leading scorer for the Mavs, putting up 36. Luka Doncic had 20. Johnson off the bench had 12, and Trey Burke had 29 off of the bench. The Mavericks win 112-98. The Magic are now 6-4. The Mavericks are now 5-4. And this is our last game of the night. The Portland Trailblazers win against the Sacramento Kings 125-99. They are now 5-4. The Sacramento Kings are 4-6. Robert Covington had 6. Damian Lillard had 17. And CJ McCollum carrying the load with 37. Carmelo Anthony had 13. Dennis Kanter had 11. And Gary Trent Jr. had 10 on the Kings side. To finish the video, Marvin Bagley III with 15. Their rookie, Haliburton, who was a Rookie of the Year candidate, along with James Wiseman and LaMelo Ball, had 12. De'Aaron Fox and Harrison Barnes had 10. Off the bench, Glenn Robinson III had 11, and so did Hassan Whiteside, who I forgot was traded to the Sacramento Kings. I haven't said his name in a video until now, so there's your recognition. Hassan Whiteside. There you go. Portland wins 125-99, and that is going to end the video. I love that I'm doing this later at night when all the games are over, so that I can put this out at an earlier time for you guys, and you guys can see it before games are played, which again doesn't make sense to me. Who wants to watch an NBA overview for the day after the games are played, like, it doesn't make sense. You're about to watch new games. Like, I don't know, it didn't really work for me, and I didn't like it. Getting these out earlier in the day is my goal, so hopefully this can continue to happen. That's gonna wrap it up. You know the drill. Stay cool, stay safe, have a good one.